Hi everyone, it's me, Mrs. Louderback, and I'm going to walk you through um, your learning activities for today. So a couple things. You're going to check to make sure your planetary research is turned in. Those Google Slides on each planet that we've been looking over the last couple days. We want to make sure they're turned in because it's worth a good chunk of points. And then today we're going to start our travel brochure, which is a travel guide to the stars. And we'll get into the details of that, and that's kind of what we're going to be working on the rest of the week. I'll also be assigning planets to you in terms of the planets that you're going to be doing your research on, and then we'll begin work. So a couple things. We've done our planetary research. Now we're going to take all that information that we've learned and make a product out of it. Okay, it's not unusual for companies to do research on an item or a subject matter before they make an actual product related to it. And one of the nice things I enjoy about this particular lesson is it's a travel guide to the stars. Commercial space travel is really not that far off in the future. With multiple missions into space and the International Space Station, us traveling to the moon by 2024 is the expected date, as well as starting to look and plan as an astronauts to Mars. It's not that unrealistic to start thinking about interplanetary travel and the aspects behind it. We are still a good ways away from doing those kind of things, especially for the average person to go travel to space. But it is something that has been on the mindset since man has started even going to space in the 70s. So here, it is making a planetary travel brochure. So you're going to take a planet and you're going to make a brochure based on that planet. So I've got the slides here that's going to give you some basic directions here, okay? So part of your job is to create an advertising campaign that will entice your clients to travel to planets. And I'm going to be assigning the planets to you. They'll be the first 8 major planets plus Pluto. And then after I assign the planets, if there is, let's say, a moon like Io and Jupiter or a dwarf planet that's of interest to you, you can research those specific planets if they're, like, again, of interest. Otherwise, we're just going to draw. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a brochure of interesting facts, sites, details of your planet. So it's taking your basic information as well as looking a little deeper into other aspects of the planet that would entice people to come visit. There is also going to be an extra credit opportunity for this advertising campaign. So after you do the brochure, if you have time, I would recommend you do the extra credit. And the types of extra credit and the projects will vary. So you can make a 30-second video commercial. You could do a poster, a song or rap, or if you have another idea to try to sell your planet, you can come talk to me and I'll approve it or not. I will say that each of these will have different point values. So obviously the commercial will have more point value than, let's say, the poster or the song and rap, just because it takes a lot with video editing to do that. I also want to tell you that extra credit points will vary on the quality of the work turned in. Okay, so I'm looking for quality work when it comes to the extra credit pieces. So don't assume that you can just hastily do a poster on a piece of notebook paper, turn it in, and expect to get all 10 points. That's not accurate. You want to give me good quality work. So we will do all the major planets: Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto, Mars, okay? And then you have opportunities as well. After I pick a planet, if you wanted to do like a moon or even the dwarf planets available. Now, I've also provided an example of what the brochure will look like, and you have a template as well. Underneath here is directions that will follow you through, as well as there are directions in the brochure template to help you with the following here as well. So you want to make sure you read and follow along carefully. For the most part, I'd like you to stick to the Google Slides. It's easy to manipulate, and I can print it off later on to display on the wall. But if you'd like to use another outside resource like Canva, please let me know ahead of time. But it's easier to grade and turn it in digitally with this Google Slides. And then, so again, I'm looking, is it aesthetic? Do you have important information? Do you have quick facts? Is there graphics that make it appealing to visit? That's what I'm looking for. The other thing you want to pay close attention when it comes to creating your brochure is how I'm going to grade you. So there's a rubric. There's a rubric here. There's also going to be a rubric Google Doc. And then I'm also going to add the rubric into Google Classroom as well to grade off of, okay? So I'll be adding a rubric here shortly. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to the rubric because you want to get the most points on this project that you can. So you want to check that there's no grammatical errors or mistakes, that the content is accurate, all the facts are in line, the brochure looks exceptionally attractive, it's appealing to the eye, it's well organized, and that the graphics and pictures go well with the particular brochure and content, okay? So this is kind of how I'll be grading you on this project. And again, there is that extra credit opportunity as well for you to do on your own. We are going to have this due Friday, so you want to make sure you're monitoring your time accordingly, and you probably may have to work on this on Wednesday as well when we're not in school, but really we want this to be kind of a fun, here's all the information, now let's make a product out of it activity. If you have any questions or concerns, please make sure you reach out and email me or visit me during office hours. That way I can help assist you and get the most points that you can on your assignment. So have a great day, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you can create.